ਤੇ ਉਧਰ ਵਿਆਪਕ ਅਨੁਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਮਾਪਤ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸੈਨੇਟਰ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟੀਨ ਗਿਲਬਰਡ ਬੁੱਧਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ कि वो 2020 ਵਿੱਚ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਲੜੇਗੀ। ਗਿਲੀਬਰਡ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਟ PAC ਧਨ ਤੇ ਪਾਬੰਦੀ ਲਗਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਸੰਘੀ ਲੌਬੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗੇਗੀ। ਗਿਲੀਬਰਡ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਸਿਹਤ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਤੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਸੈਨੇਟਰ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕੀ #MeToo ਅੰਦੋਲਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਗਿਲੀਬਰਡ ਨੇ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਲੜਨ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ। 52 ਸਾਲਾ ਗਿਲੀਬਰਡ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਸੰਸਥਾਗਤ ਨਸਲਵਾਦ ਅਤੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਭ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟਾਚਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿ ਗਰੰਟੀਸ਼ੁਦਾ ਹੈ ਹੈਲਥ ਕੇਅਰ, ਬਿਹਤਰ ਸਕੂਲ ਅਤੇ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਦੀ ਸਿਖਲਾਈ ਲਈ ਮੱਧ ਵਰਗ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲਵੇਗੀ ਜੋ ਕਿ 2020 ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ।
I'm going to run for President of the United States because as a young mom, I will fight for your children as hard as I would fight for my own. And that's why I believe that healthcare should be a right and not a privilege. I believe we should have better public schools because it shouldn't matter what block you grow up on. I believe we need to start rewarding work in this country again because anybody who wants to work hard should be able to get whatever training they need to earn their way into the middle class and to be able to have the American dream, which has always been for everyone. But to get any of this done, you have to be willing to take on the systems of power that make this impossible. You have to be able to take on institutional racism, which hold far too many communities back. You have to be willing to take on the drug companies if you want lower prescription drug prices. You have to be willing to take on the insurance companies if you want healthcare as a right and not a privilege. You have to be able to take on the corruption in Washington. You have to be able to take on the special interests that write legislation in the dead of night, not for you and me, not for the people, but for those with the power. And I know that I have the compassion and the courage and the fearless determination that is necessary to get this done. And I know this because of all the people on whose shoulders I stand. All the people that have come before me to fight for what's right. It starts with my own family. My mother's grandmother, my great-grandmother. She was raised in Albany, never went to college. She was a Rosie the Riveter during World War II. When the country asked her to leave her home to help the country, she did. My mother's mother also never went to college. But she organized women for a generation so that their voices matter, so that they could be heard in our political process. And my mom, she dared me to be different because she dared to be different. She went to law school when very few women worked outside the home. She was one of the only 3 women in her law school class. And I think she had to take her criminal law exam just a couple days after she gave birth to my brother from the hospital bed. We also stand on the shoulders of generations of America who have tried to make this country better, who have believed that we should have a more perfect union. So whether we fought to abolish slavery, or we fought for suffrage, or whether we fought for workers' rights and unions' rights, or whether we fought for LGBT equality, or whether we fight today to make sure every child can breathe clean air and drink clean water, those are the fights of this country. Every generation has chosen to make a more perfect union, to bring more people into those rights for a reason, because that's who we are as Americans, despite all our flaws. We want to bring people together, not tear them apart. Until now, until the person in the White House, until President Trump has chosen to tear this country apart against all racial lines, all religious lines, every division, every line you can find. And that is what we have to fight against.